Good morning, RGB. This is Christopher, IRS Certified Acceptance Agent, tax professional, and a business owner. We already started our chat with Dr. Barbara. I know her for years now, and that's why I'm so excited to bring her on our regular Thursday live chat. She will give us so many inputs regarding the training that we can access to the state for free. Now, before anything else, before we proceed to our main topic today, let me just introduce our company. Our company is Wyco Tax. This is an all-year-round, all-in-one outsource and local tax payroll. All right, I put the outsource already because we are adapting. Outsource and local tax payroll bookkeeping service company here in the Valley, but also within United States. And this is our some testimonies that we got. I'm the founder and CEO of the company. We are also reviewing documents for the COVID-19 relief for if you guys have questions about, especially for the PPP forgiveness, we are welcome to review your documents, whether this is enough to be forgiven. All right. The past webinars, we are not just covering the COVID-19, but we are already down to tax deadline would be July 15. Feel free to follow us on our YouTube channel. It's Wyco Tax. You could watch the previous videos. And if you don't want to watch, but just want to read, you could download the pre-PDF, the tax payroll and bookkeeping checklist in preparation for the tax deadline. For those of you who will complete the training on our tax workshop, you will receive, 15 participants will receive the certificate, and we will have a tax payroll bookkeeping strategy. So today we will talk about how to access the $48 million Texas funds. We're not talking about the COVID-19 relief. This is the regular fund that the Texas is giving for skills development. And for next week, we have our week 2 for the more tax deductions in COVID-19 situation. This is we're talking about the most common taxable income, the 10 most common taxable income. And the good news, guys, we are bilingual. We offer it in English and Spanish. 10 a.m. will be English, and my accountant, my in-house accountant, and also a tax professional will talk about in Spanish. We'll discuss it in Spanish. So when you go to our YouTube channel, just subscribe and type Wyco Tax. We are giving, almost every day we're releasing video clips, webinars, live chats. On our website, you could just call now, click this, and download the free tax and bookkeeping checklist. Like what I've said, if you're still ongoing on your COVID-19 relief, we are here to help you. Disclaimer, okay, this material has been prepared. This is, we are not giving tax, legal, or any accounting advice. This is just for informational purpose that Wyco Tax, we are an outsourced tax payroll bookkeeping company, and any institutions that we are bringing, we are not associated with them. We're not getting anything, but I just want to share how does my company grows because of them. They help us a lot. So every thing that I can do for the Valley in terms of the contact person that will help to really grow your business, I will really bring them as much if they have time. And thank you for that. So this is our webinar. We still have 4 weeks. Just follow us on Facebook for you to know what are the different topics that we're going to cover for regarding business taxes. Now we will dive into it. This is our topic, how to access the 48 million Texas business funds. Joining me today will be no other than let me just introduce. She used to be my classmate in the leadership training in the RGB Hispanic, and then even on the women's business of Cameron County. I've been part of that. She's also my classmate. Let me just read her credentials because she has so much. Okay, she's a RGB Hispanic Chamber Small Business of the Year, the TAMAC Woman of Distinction 2019, the Governor's Small Business Award 2019, Certified Hub Vendor, Certified Women-Owned Business, and CEO of Leadership Empowerment Group, LLC, here in the Valley, but also I know in San Antonio. But I'm gonna ask her about the Waco, Texas. Let me help you introduce no other than my friend of mine, and she's consistently supporting our company to grow. No other than Dr. Barbara Baggerly-Hinojosa. Thank you, Dr. I hope I pronounced it right. Good morning.
Good morning, Christopher. Thank you so much for having and it's Baggerly.
Oh, Baggerly. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, the Dr. Baggerly.
Okay.
All right. So, Doctor, what do you do and what is the name of your company?
Very good. Thank you again, Christopher, for having me. I'm so excited and very proud of you for offering these resources to the community and providing a platform for these important discussions. So I am, as you mentioned, the CEO of Leadership Empowerment Group, and we are a consulting firm. There are about 12 consultants who work with us. And we have our main office in the Rio Grande Valley in Mercedes, and we do have, as you mentioned, an office in San Antonio. We also have an office in Waco. And what we do is we provide workforce training and soft skills development, as well as leadership development. We specialize in working with small businesses, although we do work with education institutions. We have many projects right now with ISDs, independent school districts. We also work with government agencies, so we do work with county officials, city officials in training and providing support in customer service, for example, or conflict management, and many soft skills. And then we also work with nonprofits. So we've been around for about 10 years. All of our consultants do have doctoral level degrees in the areas of leadership or soft skills. So we are considered the experts in the area. We're all published. And we are here to support our community in the development of leadership and soft skills, because we know by looking at all the research, we know that for a business to be successful, it goes beyond us teaching our employees the technical skills of doing the work, but also in teaching them how to communicate with each other, how to be an effective team, how to be motivated, and how to continue learning. And if we can develop the independent workers, we're increasing the business's capacity, but we're also improving our community, and that's very important to us.
Yes, actually, you answered my question, like how important is a consistent training for the employees? And you mentioned it increases the productivity. And we are on the same page with that, because before I even started the training with you, with your company, it's been really like a long time that I've been waiting, because you haven't mentioned, aside from what the training that she's providing, she also, the company Leadership Empowerment, they also help you to process the application, these grants from the state for free. And that is very important factor as an entrepreneur, is for us not to deal with so much paperwork. Because I believe that more than the training, you would also help the business owner to get the training for free, correct?
Yes, we do work in partnership with the local community colleges in the Rio Grande Valley, in the San Antonio area, and in the Waco area. And we have exclusive partnerships with them to be able to assist businesses as they apply for grant funding from a number of different grant sources that the state offers. And so, yes, in your case, you're a very good example of how, when you were trying to do it on your own, I believe, or with another partner, it was a very difficult and arduous process. It was very time consuming. Fortunately, we've been doing this for about 5 years. So we have a pretty good system, and we're able to take on that paperwork and get that process going at a much faster pace. We're much more efficient with the way we're able to get that done. So yes, for most small businesses, if you have less than 100 employees, we are likely able to get you connected to some grant funding that will cover the cost of our training and our services.
Yes, that's true. And also, the how many number of employees do you need in able to start the training?
So it doesn't matter for us. We've trained teams as small as 2, all the way up to, we have a client right now who has 90 employees that we work with. We're actually going to be working with them all next week. In order to qualify for the Skills for Small Business grant that the state offers, you have to have less than 100 employees. But even if you have larger numbers of employees, there are other grants. There's a skills development fund that we are able to access as well, that can still cover the cost of the training. But there's no minimum size. So we as I mentioned, we've worked with very small teams. Our focus is really just to develop the skills, the soft skills and leadership development that we think are necessary for businesses to have a competitive advantage, for people to feel good about the work that they're doing, and for them to grow as people. That really is our calling, I believe.
Yes, and also hello, you do the training, Doctor, online, or how do you conduct the training at this point?
So we have very different modalities. So we do face-to-face training when that makes sense, when it's possible, when it's safe. We have a mobile classroom that is a classroom on wheels that we take to facilities that don't have good big conference rooms. Our mobile classroom is equipped with Wi-Fi, computer stations, a projector, so we can have class on site in the parking lot if that's where we need to do it. But we also have an online platform with all of our training modules online that are self-paced, and those we can link the link to that so people can check that out. And then we also do live webinars, and we've been doing quite a few of those lately, where just very similar to this platform, where we walk through the training with groups, and that sometimes is a smaller number of people at a time, and we offer it a little bit more often so people can all access. So yes, right now we have all the modalities.
Yes, the mobile is something that you provide. I think you have the bus or the mini van, right? The minivan.
Yeah, it's actually a trailer that was custom designed for us. So inside the trailer we have computer stations, student stations, and they're collapsible, so we can move them out of the way when we need to do some activities, or we can bring them down and use the computers with our students. It's a very successful project for us. We've been able to get into some of the areas of our community that access to education is limited, and maybe that people are not quite as mobile. So we're able to go into those communities, park in a central location, and people can access the training.
Yes, and also with this one, according to the website, the Skills Development Fund, they have a COVID-19 special training initiative. And when I check your website, one of the most interesting training that I've seen is emotional well-being during times of crisis. So these are 4 lessons, and participants will become more aware on the importance of emotional intelligence to promote emotional well-being. Because before we started our chat today, you were mentioned that you are not just teaching the skills, but you're also teaching the precautions, right? So what are those part of the training?
Yeah, so the state has now allocated quite a bit of funding for a COVID-19 initiative under the Skills Development Fund. So now any business can provide training that's COVID related, and we can more than likely be able to access some grant funding for that. So right now, our emotional well-being during times of crisis training, very popular. We've had lots of requests. We've been supporting some hospital systems with that training. And it's designed to just support our team and make sure we're all talking about things like emotional intelligence and stress management. This is a very stressful time for people, and they're coming to work scared. They're coming to work uncertain. And we want to make sure we're acknowledging that and walking through it. No one has all the answers, but it is important that we take the time to talk through our anxieties and our fears, so that our team can work more effectively and safely. But we also, as of yesterday, our Hidalgo County and Cameron County have issued some mandates that every business now must wear a mask, every business employee wear a mask, and every customer wear a mask. So now we are providing support to businesses on training our staff on how to now do our jobs well with a mask. So how to communicate with your customers while adhering to social distancing, while wearing a mask, how to answer the phone while wearing a mask, how to communicate professionally, because that's our reality right now. And so we want to support the business owner by making sure the business owner is providing this training to everyone, so everyone is clear on the expectation and the understanding, but also supporting the employees with an understanding of how to protect themselves, how to be safe, but also still how to be successful in the work that they're doing. So how to wear the mask, how to communicate with it, and how to adhere to social distancing. All of that is rolling out as of yesterday because it is required. We have to do it. So we need to make sure we are understanding the best ways of doing it.
Yes, that's part of the training. That's a very good news, and it's very important for us to acknowledge the emotional and mental well-being of the employees, because of course, like on this situation that everybody are trying to adapt with the new norm. Also, like you, like when they open it on June, of course, you're still thinking, especially in our industry, that we are more on the service industry. We would like to accommodate our clients, but as much as possible we also have to take care of our employees. We don't want them to feel that we are a money generating company only that's driven just to make money, but don't take care of the employees. So that's why this is a very important training, and it should be consistent, because for us to really adapt is a consistent and repetitive training that we could have. And more than anything of the funds that's available, whether it's the IRS credits, I think the most important time and the focus should be more on the protection and the well-being of your team. Because if they are not focused, if they always living with them with the fear, they won't be much productive and efficient that they are before.
It's so true. And, we have to acknowledge that we're all coming to work with some uncertainties. Many of us have children at home who were not in school because schools were closed down. And so the idea of leaving them with a caretaker or having a babysitter, those are all additional layers of anxiety and
Yes.
stress. And so we all have to work through managing those, because the research is really clear that if you and I don't manage our stress well, it can manifest into some physical issues that we'll have with our health. And so then, as a business owner, if I don't help my employees and support them with their emotional well-being and with their stress management, it could eventually lead me to having employees who are out quite a bit because they're ill. And none of us want that. It doesn't benefit anyone. So we want to make sure that we are providing all the information, the tips, the techniques that can help people maneuver through this very uncertain situation and manage their emotional well-being and make sure they understand how to take care of themselves, so that then in the long run our business can remain open and that we can remain successful and that our communities can be vibrant. And if we don't do that, we're at a risk of people really succumbing to the stress that is related to times of crisis, times of uncertainty, and times of change.
Correct. That's why from this point forward, like some of our business owners that we're having a meeting, and they have the team, whether you have one employee, and this is something what I love about the company of the leadership empowerment, is you work not with our hours, and also you work whether it's one or 20 or 100 employees, that we had a problem before with other institutions, because they want you to have at least 8 or 10 employees, and sometimes the person that's in charge to process to get the funding is not aware how to do these things. Because on my personal experience, like less than a month we got the training, and I was really surprised. On the other institution, it takes us like more than 6 months until I mentioned this to you, and then I was surprised that you were able to do this. And that is why more than the salary and wages, the feeling of having peace of mind, and they are worry free on their workplace, I think that is something like more the value that they can get working for your company. So that's why to summarize this, Doc Barbara, what are the how can they contact you? What in what communication?
So we are all over social media except TikTok. I am not ready for TikTok.
TikTok.
But we are on LinkedIn. You can find us on LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook. You'll find us under Leadership Empowerment Group. You also can visit our website. We are at leadershipempowermentgroup.com. And in all of those avenues, you'll receive a direct line to us. So feel free to give us a call if that works better for you. We are here to support every business owner, every employee, particularly in the Rio Grande Valley, but also in our locations in San Antonio and Waco, because we feel that responsibility. We feel like we've been given some gifts in terms of knowledge and experience, and we want to share that. And there are resources. Don't let any thought of how much this is going to cost get in the way of you providing the best training possible. There is actually a tool called the scorecard that every business owner should know about. And one of the components of that balanced scorecard is professional growth and development. The other component is customer experience, financials, which is very important, and internal processes. How efficient and effective do we work? We want to help you make sure that you're balanced in the way that you run your business. And one of those components is making sure that you and your team are learning and growing. And that's what we're here for. And we're able to access some funding that will eliminate your worries about having to pay for that. So please reach out to us. Let us find out if you qualify, and let us help you access the resources that are already there. From my understanding, most of these grants that we work with, the money comes from unemployment taxes that our businesses are paying. So essentially, you've already paid for the training. And if you don't access it, you're just letting everyone else access your funding. So it's a resource that's yours, and you should be accessing it for sure.
Yes, that's why very well said, because we actually don't lack the resources. What we lack is resourcefulness. So many business owners are not aware of these funds, but through my continuous training, attending networking, I started to realize, oh, there are so many fundings that they are called untapped. The untapped funds. So don't focus just on getting money and loans just to run your business, but also the more than the product or services, the most important asset of the company is the people. And that's why I would like to share the picture just to let you know, like the training that we've been that we go through with the company. So these are the pictures of our training last year in Brownsville. Can you see it, Doctora, right?
No, I'm not able to see them yet.
Okay, all right. So these are the, wait, I think I have to share. I'm still new with this technology.
Oh, you're doing great.
Let me just show them real quick the training that you guys provided to us. This one, okay. All right, so here, this one. I think I got 3 different trainers from the company. All right, so let me move. So these are some of the trainings that they provided. Yeah, so the paper folding activity, we did this, and in Brownsville. And then we have also this one. We wrote something here, like what is the vision of the company? How do you see the company, everybody? We have our own whiteboard. We are divided into 3 teams. And then this one is something I really like, the paper pyramid. This is a team building activity. And this is something that you guys also provide for the team, right? Yeah. And they really love this activity. And this one, yeah, we explained about the vision of the company, where do we sit, and yeah, these are the different meaning of north and south.
Personality.
Is, are you a 10? Yeah, we also get the 10, because I think more than, you also need to let them develop some sort of leadership skills on their own department. So these are some of the trainings that we have since last year with Dr. Barbara. And that's why, and this is so cool. Like after this, this is what the personality, right, Doctor? This is something.
Yes, yeah. And you were actually working on a customer profile there too, really understanding your customers and their needs so that you can craft your strategy.
Yeah, the roundtable discussion, and we put this here, and some of them, I think they keep it. So that's why those are just some of the trainings, and many more trainings to come with more than like the training, like what I've said. Dr. Barbara will help you to process, so it doesn't cost anything. There's still funds. There's so many funds available for the skill development training, especially with the COVID-19. And with that being said, I would like to thank you, Doctora. We will post your link, your LinkedIn, even your Facebook page, so they would be able to inquire whatever training that they would like, because all the trainings are available on your website, correct?
Thank you very much. Yes, they're all available. They are all bilingual as well. So all of our trainings are done in English and or Spanish if that's needed. And we are here to serve and support. So yes, I'm looking forward to hearing back from anyone who's interested in learning more.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching our Thursday live chat. I hope you learned something today. Feel free to get in touch with Leadership Empowerment Group, LLC, with Dr. Barbara Hinojosa. And by next week, I hope you guys can follow us on our More Deductions this tax season. We will talk on Wednesday webinar about the 10 most taxable income. Okay, guys, so hope you have a great day and stay safe. Bye-bye. Bye,
Thank
Doctora.
you.
Thank you.